Reading a new book. Today, I want to write about a wonderful experience I had recently, reading a new book. Reading is one of my favorite hobbies. And I always enjoy discovering new stories. Books take me to different worlds and introduce me to amazing characters. This week, I found a book that I could not put down. I want to share my thoughts about the book and the joy of reading. Discovering the book. A few days ago, I visited the local library with my mom. I love going to the library because it is filled with so many books. The smell of paper and the quiet atmosphere make it a perfect place for me. I always feel excited when I enter the library. When we arrived, I went straight to the young adult section. I wanted to find a book that would capture my interest. I scanned the shelves, looking for colorful covers and intriguing titles. After a few minutes of searching, I saw a book with a bright blue cover. The title was The Secret of the Silver Key. I picked up the book and read the back cover. It sounded like a mystery adventure, and I felt curious to learn more. The story was about a girl named Mia, who discovers a magical key that leads her on an exciting journey. I decided to check it out, and I felt thrilled to start reading it at home. Starting the book. That evening, I settled down in my cozy reading nook with a warm blanket and a cup of hot chocolate. I love creating a comfortable space when I read. It helps me focus on the story and enjoy the experience fully. I opened the book and began reading. From the very first page, I was drawn into Mia's world. The author's writing was descriptive, and I could imagine the scenes clearly in my mind. Mia was a brave and curious girl, and I admired her character. As I read, I learned that Mia lived in a small town with her family. One day, while exploring her grandmother's attic, she found the mysterious silver key. This discovery set off a chain of events that led her to uncover secrets about her family and the town. Getting lost in the story. As I continued reading, I found it hard to put the book down. Each chapter ended with a cliffhanger, making me eager to know what would happen next. I spent the whole evening reading. And before I knew it, several hours had passed. The characters felt real to me, and I started to feel connected to Mia. I experienced her excitement, fears, and triumphs as she discovered the magic of the key. The plot was full of twists and turns, and I loved how the author built suspense throughout the story. Taking breaks. Even though I was eager to keep reading, I took a few breaks to stretch and grab snacks. I didn't want to lose my focus, but I also wanted to keep my energy up. During these breaks, I thought about the story and what might happen next. I shared some of my thoughts with my mom. She asked me about the book, and I told her about Mia and the Silver Key. I loved discussing the characters and their adventures with her. She encouraged me to keep reading, saying it sounded like an exciting story. Continuing the adventure. The next day, I couldn't wait to pick up the book again. I started reading right after breakfast, excited to dive back into the story. As I read, Mia faced challenges and met new friends along her journey. She discovered hidden places in her town and solved puzzles that revealed important family secrets. The story took many unexpected turns, and I loved how the author kept me guessing. I found myself cheering for Mia as she overcame obstacles and learned valuable lessons. It reminded me of the importance of bravery, friendship, and believing in oneself. Finishing the book. After a few days of reading, I finally reached the last chapter. I felt a mix of excitement and sadness because I didn't want the story to end. The final chapters were full of action, and I could hardly turn the pages fast enough. In the end, Mia unlocked the true magic of the Silver Key, and the story wrapped up beautifully. I felt satisfied with the conclusion, but I also wished I could read more about Mia and her adventures. Reflecting on the story. Once I finished the book, I took a moment to reflect on what I had read. I felt grateful for the experience of getting lost in a story. Reading always allows me to escape into different worlds and meet new characters, which brings me so much joy. I thought about the lessons I learned from Mia's journey. It reminded me that courage and friendship can help us overcome challenges. I felt inspired to be brave in my own life and to support my friends, just like Mia did. Sharing with friends. After finishing the book, I couldn't wait to share it with my friends. I knew they would love the story just as much as I did. The next day at school, I told Lucy and Mia about the secret of the silver key. They were curious, and I encouraged them to read it. I described the exciting parts of the story and how much I enjoyed Mia's character. I could see their eyes light up with interest. Lucy said she would check it out from the library, and Mia asked if we could have a mini book club to discuss it after she read it. Organizing a mini book club. I loved the idea of a mini book club. I decided to organize a time for us to meet after school to talk about the book. We could share our thoughts and favorite moments, and I was excited to hear what they thought about the ending. We planned to meet at my house the following Saturday. I thought it would be a great opportunity to enjoy snacks and discuss the book in a relaxed atmosphere. I started thinking about what treats I could prepare for our meeting. Preparing for the book club. As the day of our mini book club approached, I wanted to make it special. I decided to bake some cookies and prepare a fruit platter for us to enjoy while we talked. I loved baking and thought it would be a fun activity to do before our meeting. On Friday, I spent the afternoon baking chocolate chip cookies. The smell of fresh cookies filled my house, and I couldn't wait to share them with my friends. I also arranged a colorful fruit platter with apples, grapes, and strawberries. The book club meeting. On Saturday, Lucy and Mia arrived at my house, excited to discuss the book. We all settled down in the living room with our snacks. I felt happy to be spending time with my friends and sharing our thoughts about the story. As we started our discussion, I could see that Lucy and Mia were just as excited as I was. We talked about our favorite characters and the moments that made us laugh or cry. It was wonderful to hear their perspectives and insights. Analyzing the characters. During our discussion, we analyzed Mia's character and how she grew throughout the story. We talked about her bravery and the importance of friendship in her journey. It was interesting to see how our interpretations of the story were similar yet different. Mia mentioned how she admired Mia's determination, while Lucy loved the friendships Mia formed along the way. I felt grateful for this conversation, as it deepened our understanding of the book and brought us closer together. Planning future reads. After discussing The Secret of the Silver Key, we started talking about other books we wanted to read together. We made a list of titles we were interested in exploring next. I loved the idea of having more book club meetings in the future. We decided to choose books from different genres, such as fantasy, mystery, and romance. Each of us would take turns picking a book for our next meeting. I felt excited about the new adventures we would experience through reading together. Reflecting on reading. As the day came to an end, I reflected on how much I enjoyed reading the book and sharing it with my friends. Reading has always been a source of joy for me, and sharing that joy with others makes it even more special. I realized that books can bring people together and create meaningful connections. Whether it's discussing characters, sharing favorite moments, or simply enjoying each other's company, reading enriches our lives. Looking forward to more adventures. In conclusion, reading a new book can lead to exciting adventures and wonderful memories. I am grateful for the stories that inspire me and the friends who share my love for reading. I look forward to more book recommendations, discussions, and cozy reading moments in the future. Good night, and I hope you also enjoy the magic of reading and the adventures it brings. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Remember, keep listening and repeating. That's the best way to learn English. Don't give up. You are doing great. See you in the next video. Bye for now.